compressorino. Allora, premendo qui abbiamo PSI. Per avere il bar devo premere contemporaneamente più e meno. Questi più e meno. Ecco. Cosa abbiamo? Bar, kilopascali. Chilogrammi al centimetro quadrato. Sì. Facciamo sul bar. Allora, proviamo a mettere un ago. Mettiamo un pallone da calcio, ce l'ho qui un pallone. Cosa mi fa? 0,18. Qui posso diminuire, preimpostare, preimpostare, facciamo 0,4, facciamo gonfiamento, si è spento in automatico. Bello Gigino. Per adesso ottimo, dopo vedremo.
This is my review of the TONUNI air pump. First off, you can see that it's pretty tiny. One thing that I really liked about it is the accessories are stored in the base, so this just pops off. It comes with a bunch of different ends, so you can pump up balls, and it also comes with these ends, which are more sort of for like beach balls. And then also, which is pretty cool, in the base is the hose, so you can just take that out and screw it in on the top. And you can see there's also 5 volt 2 amp output on the bottom, so you can use it kind of like a battery pack or some such thing. So if you just pop this back on, to operate it, you just hold down the power button for a couple of seconds, and you'll get the default starts off as basketball, 8.5 psi. Unfortunately, it doesn't remember your last setting, so it'll always start on the setting. If you hit the setting button, it'll kind of rotate through some presets, which is nice. I think it's always in PSI. It doesn't seem like it has bar or other things on there. It's a bit unfortunate, but usually. So also on the screen here, it will show you the preset pressure, and then it will show you the current pressure, and then it's got the battery indicator, which is nice, and then a little indicator on the top to show you, the overall setting. But if you want to get something more specific, you can just kind of scroll through it up or down to get the right PSI. So, and also keep in mind, the highest setting for this is 13 PSI. So bikes tend to be, like a bike tire is somewhere between like 30 and 120 PSI. So this is really only for balls. And this is kind of like lower or slower pressure. So you're not going to be able to blow up like, like a beach ball or a floaty or something like that, or it's just going to take a really long time. So it's mostly just for like, basketballs, volleyballs, like a smaller type of sports balls. And looking on the top, you can see there's a USB-C charger, and then there's a little light here. If you hold down the setting buttons for a few seconds, you'll see the light go on, and then if you hold it down for another couple of seconds, it will go off. So that's a pretty handy feature. So I'm going to try it out here really quick. This ball went pretty flat over the winter. I just set it at 4.5 psi. Just tap the power button, and it should start up. I'll try that again. I'll put it at 8.6 psi. So you can see it's not terribly loud. It does take a little while to pump it up, but you can see on the top here what the current PSI is, so you can see it kind of going up as it pumps it up. So I think it takes about a minute or so. So you can kind of tell that, it's not going to be the fastest thing if you're going to like blow up a huge beach ball, but just for adding a bit of extra pressure in here, it does a pretty good job, and it's nice and portable.